Y'all think he guilty? For all David fans, good morning, everybody. For all David fans, we got new details. David tried to delete everything. Once he tried to delete all the evidence, it all fell back on him being labeled as the person that actually did it. Now, they said that David, he jumped out there and he thought that he was going to get away with it, but he been messing with that girl since she was 11 years old. So a lot of people know that Shorty, man, she was inside of that Tesla. She should have never even been found like that, man. How long has she been in that car? For David fans, I want to let everybody know he kind of opened a can of worms, because everybody know exactly what went down, and I want y'all to know, like, this is something that we don't see too often. We don't see this type of stuff too often. Good morning, everybody. David, he in the algorithm now, and we ain't gonna stop until we get justice for Celeste. Is David guilty? What really happened to Celeste? The real truth behind the, you feel me, the reason why she even got like this, man. I want y'all to know this is a sad situation, and I want to send my condolences out to her family. And I would like to say, David, he kind of put himself in this situation, and he know the evidence is out. He know he can't hide it. He can't stop nothing that's going on now. This girl, she wasn't never supposed to get caught up in that situation. She kept trying to expose him every single chance she got. Every time that she jumped out there and got on stream with him, she exposed it all. People didn't believe her. Was he holding her captive? Was he really holding her captive? It put the blind eye on David, and it put everything that he thought he was gonna get away with on him. You built a life for yourself, and look how it's getting tore down, all because of the mistakes you made and the things that you did. Once he tried to hide everything, this is where it all came out, and it basically, it kind of bit him, you feel me? It bit him in the, you feel me? Like, real talk. Like, I want y'all to know, Shorty, she was trying to get out that situation. This is why her teacher, the teacher even said, they was talking about it inside the classroom. he might be he might be on to something. He might be on to something now.
Grisly discovery in Hollywood. 15-year-old girl found dead inside a singer's Tesla. Now Fox 11's Gina Silva is digging into their mysterious connection. Gina Silva.
That's her in my classroom in front of...
A teacher is captured on cell phone video telling his students that Celeste Rivas, the 15-year-old girl found dead inside singer David Anthony Burke's Tesla, had been his student and that he knew she had run away a couple of times.
So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA.
TMZ was the first to report on the teacher's comments.
There's certainly photo and video evidence that she was most likely with David. They were hanging out together. It's unclear if this was a romantic relationship.
Rivas' teacher put out a video, and it may be the smoking gun in the case.
Once he put the video out, it opened a can of worms, and it made everybody realize how short life is. And it made everybody look at David as if, man, you can't get away with this now. Because the girl was coming to school saying how they was blackmailing him. After a while, she tried to leave. And this is where he tried to hold her against her will. Once she said that she was going back to her parents' house, she don't care about being a singer. She don't care about going on tour with him. He got real upset and angry. But then he forgot that Shorty wasn't even his age.
Nima Rahmani, president of West Coast Trial Lawyers, says the teacher's claims are damaging because Celeste was only 13 when she first went missing in April 2024. If investigators confirmed she ran away with David at that time, he would have been 18.
The mere fact that an 18-year-old is in the presence of a 13-year-old who had run away is not unlawful. But if there's any sexual activity, if there is any force or coercion, that could be kidnapping, that could...
And I want y'all to know that coercion is when you try to tell somebody, hey, say this, don't tell them the truth, don't tell them what really went down. Just, man, let them know. When you basically trying to persuade somebody into giving out a statement that critiques and that fits your narrative, that will help you get away with whatever's going on, whatever went down inside of that Tesla. And I don't think it happened inside of the Tesla. I actually think that it happened somewhere else. And then the Tesla that's what he used to basically get rid of it. I would like to send my condolences out to this girl and her family. Regardless of the decisions and the mistakes that she made by being with him, knowing that he was older than her, it's not her fault. It's not her fault at all. It's his fault because he was clearly aware of everything that was going down, and he knew he wasn't supposed to be doing that. He knew. He could have picked any other female. You a famous singer, man. You wanted to make her your girlfriend. What was so special about that? And then when she wanted to leave you, you start plotting on her, knowing that she got family. She hasn't even been able to experience life yet. But for you to sit there and think that everything that you thinking, I'm gonna do it this way so that she won't be able to tell what went on because I gotta silence her. I gotta make it to where she don't tell nobody what's going on. And this is where he messed up at, because he started making songs hoping that people would catch on to what he did. He too old for everything and every mistake that he made.
Could be rape, that could be trafficking.
Remains in the Tesla as those of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas. LAPD investigators served a search warrant at David's home in the Hollywood Hills on Wednesday night, seizing electronics and computers.
In the back of my mind, you died.
David first broke into the music scene in 2022. romantic homicide went viral on TikTok. Social media users are now pointing to his music videos, noting that they feature a woman resembling Celeste. There's also one scene showing a body being placed in a trunk.
And this scene right here, it goes to show you, he thought he got away with it. You can't sit there, put yourself out here the way you did and think that it ain't gonna come back on you. Now, Celeste, she tried to get away from him. She even went on his IRL streams and told everybody what really went down. She told, she was making it subliminal, but you can't really get mad at her for trying to be subliminal about it, because she knew eventually it'll catch up to him. But David, he thought he was gonna get away with everything when it all backfired on him. Why did he have her in these hoodies? Why did he tell her to cover her hair up so they won't be able to identify her in the stream? But you keep saying how this your girlfriend and this is the person you with, and you right, she in your house, she in your presence. How can you feel that you was gonna get away with this? Why do you even think that you had the right to even be around this girl? And the teacher exposed everything. The teacher clearly said what they was talking about in the classroom. So that means that they was trying to get him back for what he did. After a while, Celeste, she noticed, like, hold on, this ain't right. Once she noticed that, that's when everything turned for the worse. And next thing you know, David, one thing that he did, he started making songs about this girl and about what he did. When you put yourself out there like that, you only asking for it. You asking for it. You, whatever comes your way, you asking for it. The teacher said what they said, and the teacher gave a clear, good statement on what he think really went down.
In terms of incriminating evidence, at this point, it is not clear he did anything wrong. It is his car, this victim, this decedent, and he obviously knew each other. They had matching tattoos, but I have not seen anything reported in the media that he was responsible or is responsible for her tragic death.
Former prosecutor, now criminal defense attorney Dimitri Gorin says while the court of public opinion may already believe David was involved in Celeste's death, proving it in court will be far more difficult.
I don't think it'll be far more difficult because of one reason. We know that they have to prove that he did this beyond a reasonable doubt. So once he do go out there and once he make the statements that he have to make and he say what he have to say, it's gonna all fall back on him, because you still have to come and confess to that was your car. Number one, once you let them know that that was your car, they're gonna ask you, where were you that day? 9 times out of 10, he's gonna say that he was on tour. They know the dates. They know the date that you went on tour. You may have went on tour a couple days after. You may have went on tour a couple weeks after. But everything that you tried to plan, it will fall to pieces. This girl, she didn't deserve to go out like that. And she was one of the ones who was right there with him. People clipped the videos. People clipped the videos and let everybody see what was going on. This is a sad situation, man. And I feel that this should have never happened to this girl. I really feel that she could have got out this situation, and she should have got out this situation. He put himself on the chopping block. So now he got to face everything that comes behind this. You could have made better decisions. If you didn't want to sit there and actually take out the time to do what you got to do so that you won't get in this situation, I don't know what to tell you. Ashley had a few things to say, and this is what she said.
She disappeared, and then how her remains showed up in this vehicle, and it's batshit crazy.
That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was
this? We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year. May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper, and then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces. You want to know how they met? I feel like I just said it. Social media.
Oh my God, I am back in the pool area. It's a Holiday Inn Express, it's not my house. New video I gotta tell you about this unbelievable story a teacher is telling to the classroom as sort of a cautionary tale about the perils of social media, and recounting this entire story about one of his former pupils named Celeste, how she was dating a singer named David and how she disappeared, and then how her remains showed up in this vehicle, and
it all makes it to where he's guilty. Do y'all think that he's guilty? Let me know down in the comments. Do y'all actually think that David is guilty for what he did? If y'all actually think that he's guilty, I want y'all to let me know. The evidence surfaced that David, he planned this alone. It was no extra parties involved in this case. It was nobody else around but David. It's heartbreaking to even hear about, man. It's so sad that this had to happen to this girl. David, it was a lot of things that you could have did to get yourself out of this, but this is so sad, and this is something we don't see happen time after time. We don't see this often because he's still going on with his life as if he wasn't involved in this, as if he didn't do this. He's not making no statements saying how he's mourning or even grieving for this girl. So it goes to show how he really feel about this girl. You was just in love with this girl. And then next thing you know, you're not even talking about Shorty after they found it. After they found her, you're not even talking about her. What can you say about that? What can you really say about that? Everything has been leaked. Everything has came to the light. For you to have the audacity to go out here and think that nobody gonna find out what you really did, and you clearly talking about everything in your music videos as if nobody gonna catch on. They eventually found the body. Like, why would you even put yourself in this situation and make it to where you get seen on these shows with this girl? You out in public with this girl. You doing things that ain't nobody, a normal person ain't just finna do this. And then you go on interviews acting like she wasn't even a factor, like she wasn't around, like it doesn't matter about her. Like it was just all about Celeste. What changed? What made you switch up from everything that you were saying and doing? It's so sad that this had to happen to this girl. It's heartbreaking to see something like this happen. And then you keep doing interviews as if don't nobody, like, come on now. Like, no, you put yourself in this situation now, you got to dig your way out of it. A lot of people commented on it and said everything that they felt about this. And people felt that she wasn't supposed to even be around him. But he made it his business to come back and get her. Once she went to school, after the police picked her up and did all this, he came back and he swindled his way back into her life and told her the things that he told her to make her ignore everything that everybody kept saying. Nobody was gonna forget about nothing that he did. When he let her go that first time, you're supposed to kept her away from you. But no, you wanted her back and you thought it was a joke. You can't put yourself in certain situations thinking that you're going to get up out of it, and you thinking that it'll never come back on you. This is why David is going through what he's going through right now. You have to be cautious of the people that you even associate yourself with, because somebody told on them. Somebody told on them, let them know he had no type of remorse for this girl, and that's going to make it even worse in court. That's going to make people look at it as if you you brought this upon this girl. Now, we don't know if it was by force, or we don't know if he sat there and went out there and coerced this girl to stay with him. The evidence out there now, and he thought everybody was gonna delete it. No, it ain't happen like that. They said what they said about this girl because they knew.
With the house where David had been staying. Tell me about that.
Yeah, this house where David had been staying at least earlier this year, probably even further back. Police had a search warrant. They got a search warrant and they finally went through the house last night. We got some information about what they were looking for there. We know that there were photos of detectives leaving the house with a computer and then several other bags of evidence bags. We don't know exactly what they pulled out of there. We know what they were looking for, and it is very clear that they are trying to connect the victim Celeste Rivas Hernandez to that home, and obviously to David also. We should say the home is about a block and a half away from where David's Tesla was parked when it was towed to an impound yard.
Okay, that's important. The proximity between this home that was investigated and searched and where the Tesla was found. That's key. I have seen reporting that neighbors had seen a Tesla parked outside that home.
Yeah, that very Tesla. We've spoken to several neighbors who said that the Tesla with the Texas plates, which is what makes it stand out here in LA, a black Tesla with those Texas plates. You know, it was registered to David, who is from the Houston area. So we know that that Tesla is his. The thing that's still not clear is who was actually driving the Tesla when the body was placed in the car, who parked it where it was eventually found and impounded. Those are the dots that still need to be connected here. But as for this house, it's very clear that this is where David was staying. There are lots of photos that he posted from that home. He entertained people there. Benny Blanco came over and he posted some photos with him. The group Cat's Eye was there. They recorded a video with David, like a TikTok video with David in that house. So this is where he apparently was staying and clearly entertaining friends and, posting content from that home. So the one thing we have not seen is a video of Celeste or photos of Celeste in that house. Now, other photos have surfaced showing.
Charles, this story seems to really be getting legs.
Once he was spotted with the Tesla at his house, it only goes to show you have potential, reasonable doubt that you did it. The neighbor said that the Tesla been at the house multiple times. You're from Texas. Your plates is registered to Texas. And then you just leave your Tesla. I want y'all to let me know, do y'all think that he guilty, or do y'all think that somebody broke in the car? They didn't say it was any damages to the car. All they said was they had potential fingerprints that was on the car. It wasn't no fingerprints on the car that wasn't related to the owner. Everything that they said, it makes perfectly good sense. The car wasn't stolen. It wasn't even reported stolen. So did you put yourself in this situation by doing whatever you did to her at that house? Then you put her in that Tesla and then drove her somewhere late at night and let the Tesla sit? Did you do that? Did you put yourself in this situation? And once you do certain things, I want y'all to let me know in the chat. Do y'all think that he put himself in this situation and he was the one who actually drove the Tesla and abandoned it? Hit the like button if you think that he did this to this girl. And hit the like button if y'all think that this case wasn't a stolen car and then somebody put Celeste back there. Or like, come on now, like it don't even sound right. It don't make no sense. It makes it seem like everything that he did, it came back. It backfired.
The 15th birthday was the day before her body was found. But since it was the stench of rotting human remains that led the impound workers to call the LAPD, it is almost certain that Celeste did not live to see 15. For David, who's now on a world tour, none of this is good news, but it's not bad for him yet, legally speaking. That said, here are some of the bizarre coincidences that you cannot ignore in this murder case. This murdered teenager and the up-and-coming singer both have the same tattoos on their right index fingers, reading, "Shh." To be fair, it is a popular tattoo, SHHH, far from unique. But Celeste's mother says that her daughter was dating somebody named David when she went missing. And yes, David is a common name. I get it. Then there's the photo. A photo of David, the singer, in Celeste's neighborhood, not far from her house, minutes actually walking, right before she disappeared. And should I say that Celeste's house is like over an hour away from where David was living, so not likely just to be there for no reason. And now we know that in December of 2023, a song leaked out that is highly curious in retrospect. It is a demo track by David, and it's called, say it with me now, Celeste. The name of the song is Celeste, and it's all about his love for a girl who's named Celeste. Still, there was no indication that LA police were connecting the dots until last night, when homicide detectives raided a home in the Hollywood Hills. Now, it just happens to be the very same area where the Tesla had been abandoned and then towed. Yet the neighbors say that that Tesla has been parked regularly in front of the home that was raided. Celeste's birthday, the 15th birthday, was the day before her body was found.
This crazy. What y'all think? What y'all think really happened? Is it just a coincidence that the car was regularly parked right outside? Come on now. Not a coincidence. This is not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. I don't think it was a coincidence. I feel that this girl should have never got in this situation. She should have never been around him. She should have never had no contact with this man. But just like he said, look, these are the comments from all of his followers. And his followers felt that it was something strange about this. They felt it was some not adding up. Something wasn't right about this. When he took it upon himself to go out there and do this, it all led back to everybody looking at it as if he guilty. This girl, she just wanted to live her life. That's all. She just wanted to live her life. Man.
Artist David, the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner says a body found inside a Tesla registered in the singer's name has now been identified as Celeste Rivas, a 15-year-old girl who had been missing for more than a year. Police made the grisly discovery last Monday, saying the Tesla had been abandoned in the Hollywood Hills.
It was banked up and kept moving from one place to another place, and then a couple of blocks from here.
Workers at this tow yard noticed an odor coming from the front trunk, which turned out to be decomposing remains. There's no official word yet as to how the teenager died. According to the medical examiner, Rivas had a tattoo on her index finger reading, "Shh." While that tattoo is not uncommon with several performers, David has the same tattoo in the same location.
I've literally overnight.
33 million monthly Spotify listeners. He spoke about his rise to stardom last year with Lindsay Davis.
The success has kind of been quite literally overnight, so it's kind of hard to kind of be in the moment sometimes, but I'm just taking it in slowly, appreciating it.
Overnight, his concert in Seattle was abruptly canceled. He still has not commented on the case, and he has not been charged with any crime.
A lot of people are going to be asking the very obvious question of why haven't David been brought in, at least for questioning? Law enforcement doesn't have the answers they want in order to be able to confront or question David, especially without an autopsy report as to the cause and manner of death.
And the medical examiner says they are still trying to determine the cause and also the timing of this teenager's death and whether this was potentially a murder. Sources also say that investigators want to find out if there was any sort of relationship between this teenage girl and David. Troubling new details.
Man.
Same color.
He thought he was gonna get away with it. When it all boils down, he thought he was gonna get away with it. It took a shocking turn. Man.
Update on David and Celeste from someone who actually saw them together the month that she went missing. So this guy, Liam, he posted a video and he said that when he saw Celeste's picture be posted on the news, he instantly recognized her. He said back in April of 2024, which is the same month that she was reported missing, both David and Celeste came into the jewelry store that he was working at. He said he noticed immediately that something was just very off about Celeste. He said that she appeared to be high. And when he was showing her the jewelry and stuff, she was just like all over the place. He said you could clearly tell that there was an age gap between the two. I mean, at the time she went missing, she was only 13 years old.
That's crazy.
This is another piece to the puzzle that shows that Celeste and David definitely have hung out together. They definitely knew each other. This is just absolutely devastating. If I see any more updates, I'll be sure to let you guys know.
And if y'all ain't, for everybody who didn't hear it or see it,
Update on David and Celeste from someone who actually saw them together the month that she went missing. So this guy, Liam, he posted a video and he said that when he saw Celeste's picture be posted on the news, he instantly recognized her. He said back in April of 2024, which is the same month that she was reported missing, both David and Celeste came into the jewelry store that he was working at. He said he noticed immediately that something was just very off about Celeste. He said that she appeared to be high. And when he was showing her the jewelry and stuff, she was just like all over the place. He said you could clearly tell that there was an age gap between the two. I mean, at the time she went missing, she was only 13 years old. So this is another piece.
hey, this sad, man, and I'm like kind of like upset that this even happened to this girl because this could have been anybody. This could have happened to anybody. He put himself in this situation, and now he have to face the consequences that come behind this. He gotta go through what he gotta go through in order to make it out of this. But I don't think he gonna make it out of this. Do y'all think that Dave? Let me know down in the chat. Do y'all think that David actually drove her inside of that trunk of that car and then deserted the car? And then as soon as the car got pounded, now keep in mind, the car was paid for. Do y'all think that he deserted the car and then once they impounded it, they started smelling something? The car was still registered to this man. Do y'all think that he actually did this? Do y'all think that David is guilty? Do y'all think that David was trying to let everybody know what he did? She been missing for a long time. This girl has been missing for a long time. I see something wrong with this picture. I see a person who tried to cover their tracks and tried to get rid of the evidence, got caught. In David cam footage, it showed the car was at the house once upon a time. He was with her. He was with this girl in public. Certain things you do and certain things you don't do. It's certain things you do and it's certain things you don't do. David was 18 years old and this girl wasn't nowhere near his age. Shorty, she's supposed to been somewhere in school and he kept her out of school. Everything that David thought he was gonna get away with, it all came back. It came back on him. Like, this sad, man. This sad. The 2023 Tesla is registered to David Anthony Burke, 20 years old. You can't explain it no other way. It was a romantic homicide. Like, it's, man, I don't even know how to think right now. The identified victim, man, was immediately recognized once they saw the clothing that she had on and they saw the way her hair was. The same way they found her, it's the same way that they said that the day that she got missing. This is the description of her. He brought this upon himself. He knew what he did. And this is why he's not even speaking on this at all. He not speaking on it at all. Because he know he messed up. He know he messed up.
Delete everything. Everything goes. It trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial.
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my. Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. It trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah,
Man.
mwah. Oh my. Delete everything. Delete everything.
He thought it was never gonna get out. He thought the footage wasn't gonna never surface. He thought he was just gonna get away with everything that went down. And I want y'all to know, this teacher, the teacher, he exposed it all, man. This the smoking gun in the whole case. This is the icing on the cake. And this is what's going to be used in court to convict this man. Do y'all think he need to be locked up for what he did? Do y'all think that this man need to be locked up for what he did? And the community is coming together for this girl.
Together in solemn tribute tonight to remember a life cut short.
Yeah, vigil was held in Lake Elsinore for Celeste Rivas Hernandez. She is, as Karine mentioned, the teenager whose decomposed remains were discovered in the trunk of a Tesla and then tied to a popular singer named David. Rachel Menitoff joining us live in Hollywood now with that story. Rachel?
Rick, Karine, good evening to you both. Many parents and classmates attended tonight. Some told us they didn't know Celeste well, but they can put themselves in her family's shoes and realize this could have happened to someone they love and care for. A Lake Elsinore community mourning the suspicious death of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. While we don't know how she died, the teen's decomposed body was found inside a Tesla at a Hollywood tow lot after someone reported a stench coming from the car, which happens to be registered to popular R&B singer David.
This really hits home as a mom, and this could have been anybody's kid.
Celeste was last seen alive in April 2024 in her hometown of Lake Elsinore, about 60 miles southeast of LA. She was 13 at the time. Her mom tells TMZ her daughter had a boyfriend named David, and both David and Rivas reportedly had matching tattoos on their index fingers. Last week, LAPD detectives searched a home in the Hollywood Hills where the performer stayed and were seen leaving with a computer and other items. Tonight, amidst this large group of mourners, is a hope for clarity and answers about Celeste's disappearance and untimely death.
I feel really bad for what happened to her because the story is so messed up, and it's like, I don't even know what to say. My friend told me about it, and it's like, I never imagined that would happen.
On one of the postcards, it say, "I'm so sorry this happened to you, baby girl. Rest peacefully in love." Man.
Happened.
And David seems to have canceled the rest of his U.S. tour, which was scheduled to wrap up in L.A. and San Francisco, as his involvement in the case becomes more of a focal point. A representative for him tells us that he is fully cooperating with the investigation. We're live in Hollywood tonight. I'm Rachel Menitoff.
Now, do y'all actually think that David, he did this? Do y'all think that David, he opened the doors for this? Because everything coming out now. Everything is coming out about what really happened and what went down. How do y'all think that he did? Do y'all think that he did this under force? Or do y'all think that it was a romantic, you feel me, altercation? I want y'all to let me know. This girl was somebody who he supposedly cared about, man. He supposedly cared about this girl, but from the looks of things, he didn't care about them finding this, you feel me, this Tesla. He just set the Tesla in the middle of nowhere. And next thing you know, this is what happened. This is the outcome of it. Nobody should be done like this. Nobody. If Celeste wouldn't have never went with David, she would never be in this situation. And I don't blame her for anything. I blame him because he was the adult in this situation. And Shorty was just a person she met somebody on the internet who was famous, and this is the result of it. And it's sad. This should have never happened like this. And her family is the only ones left grieving. Her family, her close neighbors, the people who watched this Shorty grow up. Like, they watched this girl grow up. And Shorty was under the impression that, she just found the guy on the internet, just like anybody else who internet surf. She found the guy on the internet that she really liked it. But then when she found out how old he was, it all, turned for the worse. He knew what he was doing. He was aware of her age. And Shorty, she didn't know. She didn't know. She just thought that she was having fun. He put this girl into harm's way, and he put this girl's life in jeopardy. And this is the result of everything and every action that he took. Will Celeste get justice? Will Celeste be able to rest in peace? Man, this is sad, man. I don't want this to happen to nobody. I wouldn't agree to nothing that he did. I don't agree to nothing that he did. I feel that he could have did this a whole totally different way, and he could have stayed out of harm's way, but he put himself in this situation. He hurt himself. Man, it's a lot of things that could have been did differently in this situation, but he stayed away after weeks and weeks and months and years passed, making songs about Celeste. He has a song called Celeste. It's crazy. These are the lyrics from the song. Right here. These the lyrics. I want y'all to read the lyrics and see what he said, because it all, man, this sad. And the song is called Celeste. I feel that he put himself in this situation. He didn't know that it was going to end like this, but it all took a bad turn. It took the turn for the worse. This crazy. And this is the music video that he did that made everything go for a different a different turn. We didn't know it was gonna end like this. We didn't know that he was gonna put himself in this actual type of situation. We just thought it was just a music video. We thought he was just being creative. He was telling a message in this every song that he had. He based his whole thing around Celeste. He based all of it around the fact of Celeste, man. My heart goes out to her family, everybody, her loved ones, the people that actually care for her, the people that actually was right there. And they've been missing her since the day that she came up missing. I want everybody to know you have to be cautious of the places you go and the people that you associate yourself with. Everybody ain't in your corner. Everybody ain't there for you. Celeste family, they just want justice. I want y'all to let me know if y'all think that Celeste didn't deserve to go out like this, man. I feel that this is a tragedy. I feel that this should have never happened. If you think he set this girl up, hit the like button. We will be covering more of this. We will. Because the case, new details, it keep dropping. New details, it keep coming out. More and more things that he shouldn't have did in this situation are coming out. He put himself on the chopping block now. I want y'all to let me know down in the comments what did y'all like about this video, and let me know how do y'all feel about this situation happening to Celeste. Do y'all think that Celeste will get justice? Do y'all think that more gonna come out about this? Do y'all think that David is guilty? What really happened? What's the real truth behind the killing of the single girlfriend? Hit the like button, share this video so that the algorithm can pick it up and refer this video to other people that want to know what happened. This sad, man. I would like to let everybody know, thank y'all for watching. We will be covering more of this topic. And I want y'all to let me know how y'all felt in the comment section about the things that y'all found out today through this informational video. Hit the like button, share this video so YouTube can recommend this video in the algorithm.